educators trained on CSME operations, investments continue for the reduction in the spread of Black Sigatoka, and Ross University welcomes over 200 new students. Thank you for joining us on another edition of National Focus. I'm Kimani.
And I'm Jarna Hector. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Let me touch that sweet thing. Real men protect children, not harm them. Under the Convention of the Rights of a child is anyone under the age of 18, and it's sexual abuse if you ask to see or touch their private parts, touch them inappropriately, show them or force them to touch your private parts, have sex with them, show them pornographic material, or deliberately let them hear or see the act of sex. Real men don't abuse children, and they don't encourage others to do it either. Be a real man. For more information, please contact these agencies. This message brought to you by UNICEF and this station.
Welcome back. The government of Dominica remains diligent in its assistance to banana and plantain farmers in the fight against Black Sigatoka. This is according to Honorable Minister for Agriculture Johnson Drago. The Honorable Minister was speaking at a press conference on Friday.
We in the ministry are quite aware of the task of fighting the Black Sigatoka disease. As a matter of fact, where we are presently with Black Sigatoka, a number of the Caribbean islands who experienced the disease before us were at one point at the stage we are right now. Government has invested millions in the fight of Black Sigatoka. We established a unit. The ministry has been procuring the oil and chemicals needed.
Honorable Drago says that the Labour Party government has always provided the necessary resources for the good of the agriculture sector.
But at all time, when the Ministry of Agriculture requested from the finance and the cabinet funds for the fight of Black Sigatoka, these funds were made available.
The Honorable Minister has also confirmed that the inputs required for the fight against the Black Sigatoka disease are now available to farmers.
The delay we had in the procurement of the chemicals, this is now over. As we speak, the officers are presently delivering all the oils and chemicals to the contractors so that we can immediately start the spraying of the field. As a matter of fact, they worked late into last night in preparing the different packages for distribution today. So I can assure the farmers that they will definitely be getting the assistance in this cycle.
As a result of investments by government, the Agriculture Minister has assured a steady and reliable supply of these inputs.
Government has made available to the Ministry of Agriculture well over $300,000 for the procurement of the chemicals and oil, which will take us well into June, so that the cycles. It is our hope that by the end of this time, the funds from the BAM would have been ready, and we will have a regular supply of the chemicals needed for the control of the Black Sigatoka disease.
Molding the minds of the youth to understand the dynamics of the CARICOM Single Market and Economy, or CSME, was the aim of a CSME Into the Classroom workshop. This workshop was facilitated by the Ministry of Trade in collaboration with the CARICOM Secretariat. On Friday, 16th January 2015, the skills of 30 secondary school teachers were sharpened in the design of interesting student-centered activities for more effective learning and teaching of concepts relevant to CSME. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Marcella Powell, says this initiative will allow educators the opportunity to provide greater scope and depth when teaching the aspect of the social studies curriculum. The permanent secretary gave some insight into the expectations of the workshop.
This CSME project and related workshops will address information flows within CSME, the types and number of channels available for promoting CSME material and information, design, implementation, evaluation of syllabi, and assessment programs, the need for better primary, secondary, and tertiary CSME relevant curriculum, professional development sessions for Ministry of Education technical officers and teachers, certification on CSME related skills and competencies, and increased access to educational opportunities for Caribbean students. It is anticipated that the benefits of the training will be materialized through better oral and communication skills in our many languages, mathematical literacy, addressing statistics and research, stock exchange and accounting, problem-solving skills to meet the challenges of our many cultures, critical thinking to help express our creativity, informed decision-making for our managers and leaders, management of emotions to promote peaceful societies, collaboration among people, groups, industries, and countries, dealing with diversity and change, effective conflict resolution, social and citizenship skills.
Director of Trade, Mathan Walter, sees the workshop as the creation of a path for youth to embrace regional integration, its benefits and objectives.
I am resolute in my belief that the way to ensure the success and sustainability of the excellent plans, programs, and perceived outcomes of the CSME is through ensuring that the young minds are in sync with the CSME and its benefit. Friends, it is sad to say, but it is more difficult to convert adults about the realistic benefits of regional integration if their minds have been made up otherwise, hence the engagement of the youth.
This training falls under the Improving Information Flows project, which seeks to increase the number of information channels promoting the CSME. It also forms part of the component 300 of the CARICOM Trade and Competitiveness Project, which seeks to widen the scope of participation of CARICOM nationals in the decision-making process and the implementation and operation of CSME. The workshop was funded by the Government of Canada and facilitated by Dr. Gordon Harewood, Regional Specialist in Education Development.
The Honorable Minister for Education and Human Resource Development, Honorable Peter St. Jean, holds a strong government's belief that technology cannot be left out in the delivery of quality education. According to Honorable St. Jean in an interview with GIS News earlier this month, this remains true within all education ministries at sub-regional OECS levels and CARICOM. As a result, Dominica and educators must change with the times.
There is this notion that the commonest piece of technology that we walk around with should be banned from the classroom. And I refer here to the cell phones. Our view is we cannot say to students that you should be banned from using the cell phone. What we have to do is manage the use. We believe that if we are to experience a change, first of all, in the delivery, and secondly, in the quality of education to the Dominican public, whether at or out of schools, that technology has to be the foundation for that.
The Ministry of Education will soon launch a program to promote the use of technology at all schools on the island, beginning with tertiary and secondary level institutions. This is why the Honorable Education and Human Resource Development Minister reiterated government's promise to deliver 1 tablet per child, which will commence this academic term. The promise was made by the Honorable Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit during the 2014 general elections campaign. Honorable St. John says government will continue to promote this advancement, and as such, primary schools will be included in the second phase of this distribution. He says the primary focus of his ministry remains to use technology in the delivery of quality education to non-traditional students.
Kimani, those three stories that we've looked at so far have very interesting points that we want to highlight and stress on.
Definitely.
One of those is on relating to Black Sigatoka. Since the discovery of Black Sigatoka, what has stood out to me is that the information has always been out there. From the beginning, the public has known every step that government has taken, every measure to deal with the disease, what farmers can do, what the public can do. And I mean, I think that's really commendable. You know, with such situations such as these, usually you'll find that information is withheld, but not so in this case.
I agree totally. Farmers have been sensitized. They have been told what to do and what not to do in terms of managing the disease, in terms of trying our best not to spread the disease so that other farms are not affected on the island. And as we know, Black Sigatoka, this is a, you know, it's a disease that really ravaged the plantain and banana subsectors in Dominica, but not only Dominica, also other countries in the region and even further afield have suffered from that disease. And the information has been out there, as you said, and government itself has been doing so much to assist with the fight against the Black Sigatoka. Even right now, as we just saw with the importing of these new plants, and also with the importation of plants that are disease resistant, with the spraying and so on, and all the information that we mentioned so far.
So the important thing to note is that all is not lost.
All is not lost.
There is some damage, but there is hope. A lot is being done. And there's a chance.
Yes, I think so. If we just, I think if the farmers just adhere to what is being said, and if we just follow, you know, the different processes that's being put out there, so that we can manage that disease and eventually, you know, come out victorious on the other side, then I think all is not lost at all.
Another interesting story, I mean, both focus on education. One is that educators are being educated to teach CSME in the classroom. I think that is quite notable.
Yes, because as the director of trade said, it's more difficult to try to tell adults about the
CSME?
About CSME, about what is positive about CSME, about all the benefits and the advantages of CSME. But if we can train educators to mold young minds, let the secondary school and primary school students know about CSME, know how they can take advantage of the CARICOM single economy, market economy, then, you know, all is not lost.
Still on the subject of shaping young minds, that story about a tablet per student is something else. I mean, there's a lot of criticism about that promise by government, but what is really wrong with that, Kimani?
I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, if government wants to promote technology, the use of technology at schools, probably not every child will be able to afford a device or a laptop or computer, but putting these tablets in the hands of the students is not only talking about technology in schools, but putting words, action to the words that government is speaking. So I think it's a great initiative, and I'm thinking that students must be very excited, and I'm just hoping that they're going to put the tablets to good use.
Agreed. Moving on, Ross University School of Medicine welcomed 233 students as the class of 2019 last Friday. The students were welcomed at a white coat ceremony at the university, where they were donned with their white coats and were pinned. The Honorable Minister for Tourism, Senator Robert Tong, welcomed the class to Dominica.
I'm sure that during your stay at the university, you have had, or you will have, the opportunity and the pleasure to drive around this exotic country and experience the wonderful, breathtaking scenery and natural attractions. You will then admit that this undiscovered gem is not only the nature island of the Caribbean, but truly the nature island of the world.
He congratulated the students on choosing Dominica as their place to study medicine.
Your choice to attend this prestigious learning institution offers you the opportunity to enjoy your school days in a safe and secure environment, which is indeed conducive to learning. Your choice to be here at Ross also provides you the opportunity to explore the beautiful country of Dominica with all its fascinations and to offer you a lifetime experience. I wish to urge you all students not only to study hard, but to study smart. Keep focused on your reason for being here. This is the opportunity of a lifetime to fulfill a dream that allows you to be part of a noble profession.
Dean and Chancellor at Ross, Dr. Joseph Flaherty, welcomed the students to the school, advising them to use the resources available to them at the university.
All of you have the aptitude to make it in medical school. So we have to provide you with whatever else you need to be successful. And we have that from the Center for Teaching and Learning, Student Services, Student Counseling. Use us to get through medical school, because it's hard. There are no shortcuts. There are no easy ways to get through. You have to master material, a lot of it.
Of the 233 students, 2 are from Dominica. The students vary in age from 19 to 44. Keynote speaker at the ceremony was Dr. Vedvati Patel. She has this advice to the incoming students.
Medicine is a serious profession. We talk about life and death, disability, disfigurement. It's not jovial or particularly humorous topics. But we do have to remember a saying, it says, laughter is the best medicine. And the saying is still around because there's some truth in it. Whenever there's a difficult situation and you use a sense of humor to diffuse it, it humanizes us and it lets us relate to our patients. And they see you as a person and you're a better physician as a result. It also brings a smile. And for us as physicians, we also oftentimes get stressed out, and it's a good coping mechanism for us. So have a great sense of humor. Don't get too serious.
Since 1978, more than 11,000 students have graduated from Ross University. And before we leave, take note of these announcements. The Youth Development Division invites applications from young men and women wishing to pursue training with the Youth Skills Training Program in computer skills at Castle Bruce, Roseau, Grand Bay, Portsmouth and Wesley, which commences in February. Applications are also invited for the electrical, wiring and woodwork programs. Application forms can be obtained from the Youth Development Division's office on Charles Avenue, Goodwill, or from the District Youth Officers, and should be returned no later than January 30th, 2015.
The Roseau City Council wishes to advise vendors selling marketable commodities on the sidewalks on Old Street, King George V Street, Cross Street, Independence Street, and other areas in the city that they should desist from this practice effective 31st January 2015. In accordance with legislation, all marketable commodities must be sold at the designated place, that is the Roseau Market. Vendors refusing to comply will be prosecuted.
Persons wishing to vend for the carnival season must obtain and fill out the necessary application form at the office of the Roseau City Council and pay the associated fees prior to the erection of any bars or stalls on the sidewalks for Carnival Monday and Tuesday, February 16th and 17th respectively. This also applies to vending outside of the respective venues where carnival activities are being held in the city of Roseau. Bars or stores erected without the necessary authorization of the council will be confiscated and the fee will be imposed for the repossession of the same.
As part of its ongoing Black Sigatoka management program, the Division of Agriculture wishes to advise farmers that spraying has started in all 7 agricultural regions this week. Farmers are urged to de-leaf all affected plantain and banana trees and to clean up fields as soon as possible. Those fields which are not cleaned will not be sprayed. Your usual cooperation is solicited.
And members of the public are reminded that in keeping with the provisions of Social Security Amendment Act 2 of 2012 and Social Security Amendment Regulations 4, 7, and 8 of 2012, the following changes took effect as of January 1st, 2015. 1. Increase in pensionable age shall increase from 61.5 years to 62 years. Notwithstanding the above stated increase, an insured person who has satisfied the necessary contribution requirements for receipt of an age benefit may at any time after attaining the age of 60 years opt to claim for the payment of a reducing age benefit. 2. Increasing the contribution rate. That is, the contribution rate in respect of employees, self-employed persons, and voluntary contributors shall increase by 1/4 or 0.25%. Further clarification on these changes can be obtained from the Office of the Dominica Social Security. And that's the English news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, ministère Agriculture, Honorable Johnson Drago, tient une discussion et puis management Fair Trade pour discuter décision Winfresh pour suspendre produits fig compagnie là. Si le ministre Drago, il a discuté bagaille qui a affecté compagnie là.
Comme ça, Winfresh prend décision pour arrêter point fig Fair Trade. Moi j'en veux ça. Mais comme on a dit, Winfresh déjà alerté Fair Trade qui ok ça point décision ça si qualité fig là pas venir meilleur. Là yo point décision nous déjà joindre Fair Trade Minister Agriculture. As a matter of fact, le 2e mois janvier, moi invité Fair Trade et nous tenir monsieur Ricky Broman, Director of Agriculture. Nous tenons aussi PS Agriculture Mouchegis, avec moi ministère, et puis nous joignons Fair Trade, et puis nous commençons à discuter comment nous ça nous fait pour voir qui n'y a pas arrivé en state ça. Mais nous n'avons pas de chance pour implémenter ces décisions dans notre point, parce que Winfresh déjà prend une décision. Mais quand nous tapons qui après décision, il prend décision, dans ces conditions et pas pour faire ça fait Black Sigatoka. Il était pour faire et puis overall ça au crop husbandry. Manière habitant ka point que filio, manière ka nettoyer filio, plastique là ka pacte fig là, chemical là ka servi pour spray fig là. Il y a habitant qui te servi on ça fait yo pour toute qualité l'huile et puis mêler et puis commencer spray fig because Black Sigatoka te ka ba yo petit moins couper pas ça point encore. So Winfresh ba Fair Trade ça y est que fait puis ça mène au vivre à sur la place là.
Ministre Drago fait parole que Winfresh d'accord certaines conditions qui concernent produits à Fair Trade. Gouvernement a aussi assisté compagnie là.
Eh bien, information qui arrive nous c'est Fair Trade, yo commencé travail avec Winfresh, ça d'accord pour point figure c'est petit habitant mais pour côté d'accord pour point c'est plus grand habitant. So yo qui ka faire ça pour préparer ces plus grands habitants pour ça point figure. Mais ça gouvernement fait à ce onni comme ça gouvernement toujours supporter affaires industrielles depuis industrie arrive dans state like par ça tout bouton à les koi avec Fair Trade gouvernement a supporter Fair Trade yo jaba yo ça que fertilizer subsidy gouvernement a ba yo l'argent cherche même pour aider yo pour ça faire management yo avec gouvernement pour une décision qui mettait $300,000 à l'industrie pour aider Fair Trade avec affaires pour gagner l'huile avec chemical pour affaires spray cycle fig là ça qui mène Fair Trade jusqu'à moi j'ai le gouvernement jusqu'à moi pour commander des affaires Black Sigatoka avec quand on a parlé à présent madame là qui est en charge NAO's office, National Authorizing Office. Ça c'est Madame Roberts et Barbara Présent. Il a joint avec Mme European Union pour demander pour speed up. Ça fait l'argent BAM là. Parce que nous avons dépendant sur BAM là pour aider nous en affaires agriculture. BAM là nous avons $54 million, 44 millions pour aider nous en affaires agriculture en général. So nous, Madame la Barbara présent pour aider nous et puis ça fait speed up l'argent ça.
En autre nouvelle, le département des filles a fait parole que maladie chicken gonien qui était bien fréquente en Dominique affecté yo titak. Parole celle-là sur le chef département là, M. Josiah Duping.
Mam département d'IFE, c'est Mam Hot Society. Comme ça, depuis il y a une maladie qui a passé, ça qui touche nous tout. Moi, ça dit, moi, je suis petit, moi, je suis un bon version, mais moi, je suis aussi. Et ça touche nous ici, vraiment. Et les nous, smallpox, la WIM qui a passé, ça qui touche nous tout. Comme ça, oui, il touche nous, mais pas de manière qui nous tenait pour faire tellement adjustment. Data là, information là qui nous bat, il n'y a pas qu'à dire qui manière ou qui qualité medical problem qui tenir d'état au pas à montrer ça et comme ça moi quoi ça peut-être tenir en relation là mais vraiment moi pas quoi était affecté ça tellement parce que les moun comprendre ça qui qu'on la et moi pas quoi était fait mon tomber tellement qui était kakoué comme ça moi quoi il monte petit point mais pas tellement qui était c'est qui connaît là qui responsable pour affecter nous comme ça.
En notre nouvelle officier FAO pour région là Dr. Deep Ford qui a fait parole qui organisation là qui continue à assister Dominique combattre maladie Black Sigatoka. C'est le Dr. Ford FAO qui joue un pas autant significant assister Dominique qu'on habitant qui a bien affecté puis produits figues et puis bananes. Gouvernement déjà et puis qui continue de dépenser autant d'argent, on a eu qu'à collaborer et puis agence régionale et puis internationale manager maladie là par CIME. Dr. Ford qui était en pays la semaine passée, joint et puis ministère agriculture Honorable Johnson Drago, ensemble et puis officier technical ministre agriculture. Dr. Ford fait parole qui relation là entre FAO et puis Dominique ça bien fort. Ministre agriculture aussi mettait mis en place assister habitants gourmet mauvais maladie ça là. Et puis finalement gouvernement Dominique employé un officier en ministre commodité pour deal et puis CARICOM Single Market and Economy CSME. Parole ça là sur le directeur commodité Marfan Walter.
Parce que vous savez, le bon Prime Minister a fait manœuvre pour un portfolio pour différents ministères. Et il y a un ministère Foreign Affairs avec CARICOM. Pour cause que tout bagaille CARICOM qu'a fait un ministère Foreign Affairs à travers la même. Comment ça m'a dit? Avec il y a un officer, un desk officer qui est là. Et tout il peut faire, c'est pour faire bagaille CARICOM et bagaille OICS au site. So, n'importe bagaille qui sorti votre CARICOM secrétariat, ni pour passer au WAI, et bien, il peut disséminer toute information là pour tout d'autres ministères qui nous a fait à ça.
Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non moins, c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip of the day.
Dominica is blessed with an abundance of water, but getting it to your home is an expensive venture. You have a responsibility to conserve water, to use it wisely. Remember the old adage, you never miss the water till the well runs dry. Think water, think life.
There are many health benefits of honey and cinnamon, but it is important to know which kind of each should be used for specific purposes. This combination has been found to manage the pain caused by arthritis.
There are people who have identified this to be the right solution and the relief from pain they've had for years. It could be the anti-inflammatory properties of each item that cuts down on the pain. The suggested dosage is 1 cup of hot water combined with 2 teaspoons of honey as well as 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This mixture should be consumed in the morning and evening.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm.
Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News Desk, I'm Jarna Hector.
And I'm Kimani. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.